This is the first entrance we passed by yesterday. There's a separate ticket window they'll drop you off at if you're going to the glacier for the big chairlift, Dadu. So we're going to go to the Spruce Meadow and back to Blue Moon Valley, which I went to yesterday and was so beautiful. But I didn't get to go up to Yak Meadow, but they wouldn't let me buy a ticket for both Yak Meadow and Spruce Meadow. Kind of weird the way they have it set up here. I'm glad they have shuttles because it makes it easier for foreign tourists to get around. Whereas in a lot of national parks in the States, if you don't have a car, you can't really get to much of the sites. But the downside is it can be a little confusing. Ganhai-ji Meadow was originally a lake created by alpine ice erosion, with the snow line climbing up later, which resulted in the reduction of pond water and even the emergence of dry rivers. Its name, Ganhai-ji, which means dry lake. The Ganhai-ji Meadow is currently a tourist service center of Jade Dragon Snow Meadow Tourist Zone, which provides the tourism information consultation, blah, blah, blah. I guess that's where we are now. The guidebook said that's a good place to take pictures of the mountain from Dry Lake Meadow. Glacier Park, I went to yesterday. It's below the Shan Zidu summit, which is like 5,596 meters. There's like 13 different summits of Yulong Mountain. White water number 1. Glacier among 19 glaciers of Snow Mountain. Of course, here at a height between 4,506 meters and 4,680 meters. The cable car is 2,986 meters long. I think it's the longest in Asia. Whitewater River is over by Spruce Meadow. Limestone rocks at the bottom, which makes the river take on a white color look. Clear water in the river nourishes the grass and trees on the mountain. Spruce Meadow is an alpine grassland surrounded by spruce trees, flower shrubs called Wulu Yusugi, Nashi language, which means a place where the young Nashi lovers commit suicide for love. It is a spiritual paradise for young Nashi people to pursue the idealized love. Yak Meadow, altitude of 3,600 meters, largest plateau pasture land on Jade Dragon Mountain, blue sky, white cloud, green grasslands, blooming flowers, and magnificent snow mountainside reflect each other here, forming into beautiful pictures of highlands. The Impressions Lejong is a show. I'm not sure what the Dreamland, Switzerland Dreamland is. The show's at 1 o'clock, oddly. It's one of the weird things about here. I don't know who would stick around for a 1 o'clock showing. You get here, usually by late morning. And, oh my god, it's a nightmare to get here from Lejong. They have those blue buses. Maybe if you leave earlier, it's a little better because there's more tourists around. They leave more rapidly. But yesterday I had to wait around for probably 40 minutes, which is about how long the ride here is, to get enough passengers to leave. Because they had, 5 or 6 vehicles with 1 or 2 people in them each, and they don't want to leave till they're full. And they won't poach each other's passengers, the van. And instead of queuing up and leaving when each one's full and being efficient, they'll just sit around and let you wait. And then today, there was a scam. The guy took us to a shop and tried to force us to buy oxygen tanks. He wanted everyone to buy 1 oxygen tank, or he said we couldn't go to the mountain. And he tried to make believe like it was some kind of rule. And I was like, you're full of fucking shit, dude. I was there yesterday. There's no fucking rule about that. Take us back to Mao Square. And then the 2 people that were going there, and they were Chinese tourists. They said, oh, we don't even want to go to Yulong Mountain anymore. They left and went into town and found something else to do. Can you imagine not going to the national park because of scam artists? Or wasting an hour in the morning waiting around? It's a really shitty setup. The town really needs to fix it. I can't believe Lejong hasn't either regulated the cab drivers so they have to form a queue and told them no fucking scams, or just run a bus up here every hour or every half hour. They could run a bus up here, instead of the vans that hold 5 or 6 people. They could have a mini bus or something that holds 15 people and run them up here every half hour, like they do in Hong Kong to get to all the remote areas. Everything's scheduled, you know when it leaves. So this departure center is very different than where I left from yesterday. Over by the big glacier. The big glacier has a very nice glacier museum that they don't mention in the guidebook. The guidebook does a really poor job of telling you how to get around here. Okay. So now we queue up for the bus. Yeah, they have a really weird system. You would think most people who are going just to Blue Moon Mountain for the day, Blue Moon Lake, should be able to continue on and do Spruce Meadow and Yak Meadow in the same day. So you think they'd allow you to buy both tickets and hop on one bus from one to the other. It's not the way it works. And then they've got these little electric buses around Blue Moon Lake. I'm not sure how you get on those. I hopped on one, and I didn't pay going down to the bottom of Blue Moon Lake, but then I paid coming back up 20 because it was like 5:15, and I was real worried. The woman said the last bus back to the ticket center here was at 5:30, so I didn't want to miss it. But then I got back there, and it looked like they were still running plenty of buses because there was plenty of people waiting around. So I probably didn't have to bother spending that for the little electric bus. You can walk around Blue Moon Lake in an hour and a half on your own, and it's better to walk around anyway so you can take pictures. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. The mountain's pretty clouded in today. I'm glad I went up the glacier yesterday.